done tires, replacement, flat repair, anything like that? Yeah, okay. Yeah, good. So some of this will be familiar to you, right? We're on 1370. Get you some information maybe you don't know.
Last Thursday, we were putting this tire on a person's car. We did all 4 tires. And the last tire, like, the bead would not go up at all for the bottom. Like, we put extra lube on the tire, it wouldn't go up. We put it all the way up to like 50 psi.
Oh, really?
And then, like, because the machine, it only goes up to 50.
Right, yeah.
So we, stopped there, we did that like 4 times. And then, for anybody that goes to Honda after me, his name is Keegan. He's the, the supervisor of the area. He came over. He said, just use the gauge that you guys use when you put tire in the car at the bay. I'm like, okay, go over there, because those don't have a limit.
Right.
We got it up to like 70 psi.
Yeah, you're actually not supposed to do that, but sometimes you have to.
Yeah, and it
to get that finally, get that bead to pop finally.
Yeah. And then he was like, as soon as it pops, hold that button so it can come out.
Yeah, right.
Let all the air out.
Yeah.
Got down to like 20. Put the, what's it called in, the valve.
Yeah, valve core, yeah.
Put it back up to 35.
Yeah, sometimes the beads are difficult to get them to pop. Really?
Because it wouldn't pop, like, we let the air out, fill it back up, we let the air out.
Yeah.
So we just keep going until it pops.
Yeah, some of the tires that don't even want to take air. Have you seen those big air tanks that they use on them? And they'll just open the valve and they just blow air into it real quick. And it kind of,
they get the lighter and the spray, and they spray it, and it goes boom, it just pops.
yeah, that's kind of dangerous, but sometimes they'll do that, yeah. They'll spray like ether in there and then just throw a match in there. And it works. It's not the best idea, but it works.
The wheels all on fire and stuff.
Yep. They didn't do that in the shop, did they?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, well, let's go through this here real quick. For the tire replacement, we go through tire inspection, which we did a little bit of yesterday. Direct lug nut removal, tightening procedure, torque for wheels. Nothing new there for you, I'm sure. Purpose of tire rotation obviously is to extend the tire life and make sure the tires, all 4 of them, wear evenly. Radial run out and lateral run out, that's just, does the tire turn true, from the radial standpoint, from the lateral standpoint, side to side. Okay? Steps for replacing a tire, I'm sure most of you have done that. You guys done the, obviously the balance once you do the tire, right? Pretty easy on those.
The new tire machines are more easier than the old ones.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
You just press it and it does everything.
Yeah.
The old ones, you have to get your hands in, pull it out, drop it out, all that.
Yeah. Yeah. New equipment, tire equipment works very well. Okay. Premature wear can be avoided by checking forming routines, such as checking your tire pressure and rotating the tires. That's the way you're going to get the most life out of your tires. Okay? Just make sure they have the proper inflation pressure, and do the rotation when you're supposed to do them. Pressure should always be checked on the placard with the sticker, which we know already. Should be checked cold. If you have a tire that's got a leak in it, I'm sure you've all done the soapy water thing, right? Or dunk tank. Some of them have dunk tanks where they just stick the tire in there and just look for the bubbles, right? Okay, nothing new there. Dropping inflation pressure has a major effect on fuel economy. If your tires are underinflated, your car is going to use more fuel. It's harder to roll, right? Underinflated tire by 5 psi can reduce the life expectancy by 20%, and about 40% if it's less than 10 psi. under where it's supposed to be. We see these temporary mobility kits, those are equipped with cars that don't actually have spare tires. Sometimes there's no room for them, depending on the car. Some will include that can of sealer, not equipped with a conventional spare tire. Okay, anybody familiar with nitrogen inflation for night tires? Yeah. If you see tires with a green valve stem cap, typically that means it's got nitrogen fill. Yeah. Really, the only difference is the air contains about 78% nitrogen. Some shops recommend inflating the tire using nitrogen instead of compressed air. Slightly larger molecule than the oxygen molecule. Tire doesn't lose air as quickly with nitrogen. Also contains less moisture, less oxidation of the inner tire and rim, less corrosion for the wheel, stuff like that. So, not a bad idea. Most shops will use the green valve stem cap to let you know that it's been filled with nitrogen.
So, what happens if you don't know any filler with only air?
It's not gonna hurt anything. I mean, it's not like you're mixing two different things and it's gonna cause a problem. So, I mean, if you got a car that has a low tire, it's got a nitrogen, green cap on or something like that, and you gotta put air in it, you gotta do what you gotta do, so don't worry about it, it's not gonna hurt it. Okay? Just the advantages are, you get less moisture and corrosion that way, slower loss of pressure, less oxidation of the inner liner of the tire. All right, as far as tire inspection goes, you should be looking for sidewall faults, excessive wear, make sure that it's not under or overinflated. Wear is indicated by alignment issues. Sometimes cars have alignment problems and it wears the tires on a certain point. We'll get into that when we get to alignment, stuff like that. You can tell what's going on. A new tire will have approximately 11 30-seconds of tread. 3 30-seconds or less should be replaced. 2 30-seconds is typically the legal limit. Obviously this tire is no good. Shows the belt material on the inside edge. Tires should have been replaced a long time ago. Bulge in the tire, same thing, such as contact with the curb, something like that.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So when people say it's the legal limit of like treads you can have or whatever, like if you get pulled over and they see your tires are like bald, can you really get like a ticket?
Probably not.
Okay, I was gonna say that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I would seriously doubt that anybody would ever get cited for having, tires that were worn out or something.
I mean,
like that.
I've seen people like when they go.
I suppose it could happen. Maybe the cop is one of those people that's really, doesn't like you or whatever. I don't know. But most likely you won't, because typically they don't look at that.
Yeah.
We don't even have safety inspections in this state. Some states have safety inspections where, when you go to register your car, it has to go through a safety inspection too. Make sure the windshield's not cracked, make sure the tires are good, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But normally those are in states where it's kind of wet and rainy because the cars have more problems, they rust and,
Okay.
Where on the outside shoulder alignment problem on this particular tire? Where on the outside shoulder? Okay. This is just showing different tread depths. Lug nuts, when removing them, notice the amount of force needed to remove it. Always start the wheel lug nut by hand. Obviously you should know that. Don't ever start it with a power tool, because it's easy to cross thread it. Lug nut torque, make sure the wheel studs are clean and dry. Once you get them tight with whatever you put them on with, then you use the torque wrench on them. Just don't over tighten them first, because then the torque wrench doesn't do you any good. Because if it's already past the torque it's supposed to be, you're not going to know it. The torque wrench is going to click and you go, okay, well that's good. It's actually too tight. So, all right. Tightening sequence you all know is the star pattern, right? You should start with one side just like that. Recommended torque. That's approximately the way you should do it. Doesn't matter which one you start with, you should just go in a start pattern where you tighten that. Puts even pressure on the axle flange, brake rotors, brake drum, the wheel itself. Again, not a whole lot to learn in this chapter. I think most of you know all of this stuff. Snug it against the wheel and then, or against the hub and then torque it. Like I said, if you tighten it too much first, then you don't know if the torque wrench is doing any good, because it may be already past what it's supposed to be. Okay, we've all seen wheel locks, right?
I hate them.
Some of them are a pain.
What's wrong?
Some of them, like, they keep them for, they have them for a really long time. So the key itself on the inside, it's stripped because it's easier to strip that. So like, let's say you're doing it on the roadside, you have your little hand, wrench thing or whatever you want to call it. It's easy as hell to strip it because not a lot of people hold it from
Yeah,
like
you
right
got-
here.
Yeah, you gotta
They
have
hold it both
straight,
from over
and
here
you
and
gotta
just
put
push straight
pressure on
down.
it to
It
keep it from slipping.
spins out.
Yeah.
So
If
when
it-
you use somebody
if it's got this
else's,
type of locks on it, yeah.
yeah, and when you use
Yeah.
somebody else's, it's all scratched up. Every single one that we've gotten so far, like not even that, like maybe like 80% of them, we had to go get a master key from the office
Yeah,
because of how badly,
Yeah.
scratched up it is. It won't even fit in it.
right. You guys use these torque sticks or these torque limiting things
Yes.
on the end of it? You guys seen those?
I have not used those.
A lot of people use those, yeah. What it does, it just keeps from over tightening the, on the wheel. All right, thought the lug nuts were tight. This one's obviously been torqued, over torqued, and down way too many times,
It's a good thing it looks like it's a spare.
right? Okay, everyone knows about tire rotation. It's
Yeah.
your long life of the tire wear. For best results, they should be rotated every 6,000 miles or 6 months. Maybe like every other oil change, something like that. Method most often recommended is the X method. Because a lot of tires are directional now, you can't do a side-to-side rotate on them, you just have to do front to back. Because if you change the side the tire's on, it turns the other direction. So most of the time, you're just gonna do like a front to back or that modified X, they call it. All right, so you know what the purpose of tire rotation is. This is just gonna go through radial and lateral run out. If you get a vibration above 45 miles an hour regardless of engine load, it's usually due to an out of balance or defective tire. You can check radial run out by putting a gauge on the tread of the tire, rotating the tire, observing the gauge reading, like that. Most of the time you would not have to do that, but if you had a weird problem with the tire, you might have a problem like that. I think some of the wheel balancers will do like a road force type of thing and maybe tell you if you had a radial run out problem. This would be just a dial indicator on the side of the wheel for lateral run out. On lateral run out, that could cause a vibration that they call a shimmy sometimes. Can be checked with a lateral run out gauge on the side of the tire and wheel. Correcting it, it's either going to have the tire or the wheel replaced, or maybe the mounting surface was not clean or torqued properly. That could do it as well. Lateral run out measurement. Same with the wheel, if you just, if you had the tire off of it.
Yeah. I'll text you, Cheryl.
Okay, on the tire replacement, I'm sure everybody knows about that. Check to make sure your tire pressure monitoring system is working properly before you do it, because if there's a problem afterwards, at least this way you know, was it like that before, or did it cause a problem? Did you mess up the tire pressure sensor when you did it, or something like that? But if there's a problem beforehand, obviously you should tell the customer, hey, while we got the tire off, or while we're changing the tires, you need new sensor, okay? All right, you know all about that, installing new tires, remove it from the wheel. Sometimes the bead seat will have to be cleaned. That will help it seat easier. Sometimes the rim gets dirty or kind of corroded a little bit inside.
What would be the best way to clean that?
Depends on how bad it is.
Okay.
That's, you know, an air die grinder with one of those little Scotch-Brite pads on it, but unless the wheel's got some heavy buildup or corrosion on it, you should be able to just wipe with a rag or maybe some cleaner, but if it's real bad, you may have to use one of those, but.
Alright, and I got another question, because this kind of reminded me of this is a while ago, I think this was right before we changed dealerships.
Uh-huh.
So there was this wheel we took off of somebody's car, and we took out the rim itself,
Uh-huh.
and on the inside of the tire, it was like a bunch of black powder, like, you know, from the tire, on the inside of the tire.
Okay.
And we didn't know how it got there, because the outside of the rim like that was like soot, like straight black, like a diesel truck's
Really?
just been sitting there burning at it. And then it's just a whole bunch of black powder. It's rubber from the tire, or asphalt from the tire.
Tire was coming apart maybe, was it an old tire?
No, kinda, yeah. It was like 2018, but it was
Yeah.
it was a real bad smell. It was like black powder, like gunpowder kind of texture. Like
Yeah,
it literally
yeah.
looked like gunpowder.
Yeah. Sounded to me like the tire was just starting to rot, just coming apart inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We couldn't figure. Well, they
That's
knew what
crazy.
it was. They just couldn't figure out how it was happening.
Right,
Couldn't figure it
right.
out.
Tire was probably old and starting to rot. Okay, tire pressure mounting. Sensor, flat part of the sensor should be parallel to the center of the rim. Such as that. Some tires will have a dot on them. You should line that up with the valve stem. A lot of times they don't, but you should do that. This indicates radial force variation, first harmonic maximum. Typically makes it a little easier to balance. If you're doing tires, always make sure, if they are directional, that you get them on properly. Depending on what side of the car it's gonna go on, you're gonna put the tire on a different way, okay? Whether it's gonna be on the left or the right, the tire's gonna rotate different directions, okay? Just make sure you pay attention to that. Rim contour, you don't have to worry too much about. Obviously, you've seen this before, just a lube for the tire. Sometimes you actually have to put that on the rim, get the bead to seat easier. Balancing. Don't do any static balancing anymore. The machines are all computer dynamic balance. Wheel weights, you know about those. There's hammer-on weights with got the little clips on the edge of the wheel, or you got the stick-on weights that go on the most aluminum wheels on the inside. Nothing new there. This is just a gauge to measure the shape of the flange there. So weight, wheel weight, tools, they got those all with where they do the tires. We don't do any of that anymore. Everybody's seen a wheel balancer, nothing exciting there. This tire had stop leak in it. It'll cause it to be out of balance, cause problems. Normally, by the time that tire is worn out, that tire is no good. Okay, pin plates. I don't think they use these anymore, but some wheels you would have to use those on. Hub-centric wheels. You ever seen one of these? Where it's got that little plastic ring on the hub that kind of centers the wheel?
Not that I know.
Yeah, if you ever take a wheel off and it's got one of those on there, just make sure it goes back on. It's supposed to center the wheel, like that. Typically for aftermarket wheels that maybe don't fit that car perfectly, so they put that little ring in there to center it. Okay, as far as tire repair goes, tread punctures, nail holes, cuts up to 1/4 inch can be repaired only within the tread area. Repairs to be done from the inside of the tire using plugs and patches. Follow the procedure. This is the puncture repair area. If the tire has a puncture outside of this area, it's not able to be fixed. Do not repair a tire that has a problem outside of that area. Okay, different types of patches. I'm sure you've all either done it or seen that done. This is just tire mounting. This is actually an older tire machine. Nothing new there. Clean the rim, replace the valve stem. If it's got a tire pressure monitoring system, just make sure that that sensor is good before you do it. And that is pretty much that. It's gonna go through a little tire repair thing there. Anybody done the patches on tires? Yeah.
I've seen it,
Yeah.
but I haven't done it.
Yeah. Gotta clean the inside of the tire, put the special glue on there, put the patch on there, pull it through the hole. Use that little stitching tool. And you cut it off, and that is that. You ever had to replace a wheel stud because somebody messed it up? They do
Yeah.
make a special tool for that.
I just told you.
Yeah, A lot of times, you can just take a hammer and just hit the wheel stud and just knock it out and just put a new one on.
They put the new one on for me. All I had to do was get the lugs.
Yeah.
So I was lucky with that one.
Normally let's say you had this wheel stud was bad.
Mhm.
I mean, it's no good anyway, so just take a hammer and just hit it and it'll knock it out. Then you stick the new one in there. The best to put a couple washers on there and then the lug nut and just tighten it up and it'll pull it. It'll pull it through here because it's pressed into the hub.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the best way to install it. Just use a nut on there and just tighten it up and it'll just suck the stud all the way up in there.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Okay. All right. Into that.
Morning.
Today is not my birthday.
All right, ready to go?
Yes.
All right. You get to be first today.
Which is the preferred method for tire rotation? A, modified X.
All right.
Number 2, it is best to mount a tire with the round sticker aligned with the valve core. True.
Okay. Number 3, this is one nobody pays attention to because sometimes it takes more than that. Like we just talked about, right? What are you supposed to not exceed?
30.
40. 40
What's the
PSI.
highest one?
40, yeah. What's that? Yeah,
It's 40.
yeah.
Mhm.
But obviously, sometimes it takes more than that, so,
Never put
yeah. Most of the time it doesn't. They just tell you that for safety reasons. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
When using a torque limiter applied with a fair impact granted
125 PSI, yeah, most of the shops, their pressure runs probably 130 to 140, probably somewhere on there.
For best tire life, most vehicle manufacturers recommend tire rotation every 6,000 miles.
Okay?
When installing a tire pressure monitoring system sensor on the wheel, the sensor should be mounted C, both A and B.
It has to
Where are
be-
we at, 6?
Yeah, shouldn't it just be one of them?
With the flat part of the center parallel to center section of the rim, that's actually A for
A.
6, okay? Yeah.
So,
All right.
A tire has a nail in the shoulder area. What should the technician do? A, replace the tire.
Yeah. If it's not in the tread area, you cannot repair it.
to save time, technician A uses an impact socket on an impact wrench to tighten lug nuts. Technician B tightens lug nuts in a crisscross pattern with a torque wrench, which technician is correct. B.
Where's 7?
Or an 8.
What was 7?
Yeah.
A. Yeah,
Is 8B?
right, 8B, yep. Okay, just shut up, what's being measured?
Is it A?
Right, yep. That'll run out, okay. And the last one,
Water-based soap.
yeah, C, it's what's by the tire machine, they've got the proper procedure, but. I-
Bless you.
All right. A for one,
Oh,
right?
we're on number 1, right? Or
Yeah,
what is the proper tightening sequence for lug nuts in the star pattern?
okay. We did, oh no, we didn't.
What is a term used to describe mounting a tire with the valve stem lined up with the dot painted on the tire?
Hatch mounting.
Match mounting is the right answer.
Technician A says that most manufacturers recommend using anti-seize compound on lug studs when installing wheels. Technician B says that air impact wrenches are the best tool to tighten lug nuts, which technician is correct. Neither?
Neither one of them is right, that's good, yeah. We did that one.
Compressed nitrogen is sometimes used for inflation because it holds less moisture than compressed air. True.
That is true, never exceed 40, but sometimes you have to, we did that one.
When installing a tire pressure monitoring system, oh, we did that one. A.
one. Okay, number 9.
Technician A says that it is recommended that a vehicle be driven less than 50 miles per hour for the first 50 miles to allow the tire to adhere to the wheels. Technician B says that sudden hard acceleration with newly mounted tires can cause the tires to change position on the wheel. Which technician is correct? Both?
Both of them are right, yeah. Yep.
Proper tire inflation pressure information is found on the driver door post.
Yeah,
Oh,
either
it's
one,
on YouTube.
or the owner's manual. But, yeah,
Okay.
all right. All right. Any new questions in the book? Anybody look through those yet?
Two,
Oh, let's see here.
3,
What is 1? Okay.
That'd be.
Okay,
I guess that one would just be A.
2 we didn't look at, right?
Yeah.
Tire is worn excessively on both edges. Most likely cause.
Under inflation.
Yep, doesn't have enough air in it. 1?
Probably A.
1 is A, yeah.
Nuggets. Lug nuts should be evenly tightened in a star pattern.
Actually, 1 could be D as well, under the hood on the VECI label. No, it's not on VECI. Never mind, that would be on the doorpost. So, yeah, it's just A. All right. Replace. Tire replacement involves all the following except.
Tire replacement involves all of them.
Which one would you not do?
A.
Gotta remove
No,
the air
you
from the
should.
tire.
Should remove it.
You can't get the tire off unless you let the air out of it, so you gotta do that. So B, yeah, you don't have to take the tire pressure sensor off on the wheel.
Using the modified X method of tire rotation on a front wheel drive vehicle, where should the left front wheel be placed? Right rear?
Left front would go on the right rear, probably, I think. Oh, but if it's a directional tire, you can't do that, but yeah.
But on there it says you cross them from the front to the back.
All right, which statement is false?
Is it right rear?
Yeah.
So what's the answer for question 5?
Right rear B.
Yeah. Which statement is false? That'd be an interesting question. We got a guess on that one?
Is it B?
It is, yeah. Yep.
The question 8?
6.
Yes.
For 6 it's B.
Yeah, we're in 6. Excessive lateral runout causes a tramp type vibration. No, that would be a shimmy type of vibration. All right, we did 7, we did 8. Number 9, vehicle vibrates at highway speed. Technician A says, water in the tire could be the cause. Technician B says, now the round tire could be the cause.
They're both right.
Could be, yep. Could be both. And we did 10, replace the tire for the nail in the shoulder area. Shoulder area. Okay, before we get to the actual suspension part of this, which starts 116, we're going to do a little bit of review for what we just did. Make sure you guys got this down, and we'll move on to the suspension part. I'm going to do one of these, one for this one, then there's one for the tire pressure monitoring system. Make sure you got all that. Good. Okay. These should be easy, since we've already covered this. Leave this for her.
Bless you. I got a question.
Yep.
Am I like tripping or is
I don't know, you might be.
for question 7, wouldn't they all be right?
Yeah.
Question 7, let's see. What is the service description method of the sidewall information?
I put A.
7.
You can get the age, you can get the speed rating, you can get the low capacity speed rating. Because speed rating is in the second question, so speed rating's on there twice. Tires recommended air pressure, that's on there. That's why I'm confused.
Beginning of tires age.
Is it talking about the DOT?
I think it's talking about that tire quality grading system thing, so C is what they're looking for. So, yeah, but
Okay.
again, don't worry about if you get it wrong, but
Yeah,
this
that
is just kind of a,
Confused the hell out of me.
yeah. Yeah, tires load capacity and speed ratings, what they're looking for. All that stuff, well, except for D, it does have the recommended air pressure, but we never use that. Never
Yeah.
use it,
Use it
never
on
use
the
what it
door
says
panel.
on the tire. Only what it says.
Usually say on fire.
What's that?
What does it usually say?
It will usually have the maximum recommended air pressure, but don't use that, just use the sticker on the door post. You know, we've talked about that 100 times. Don't, so C is what we want for 7, so.
Another question.
Mhm.
23, are they talking about the tire or the wheel? I know they say wheel, but are they
Yeah,
talking
what the
about whole
wheel's
thing?
made of, yeah, yeah.
So like the rim, pretty much.
Yeah, the
Okay,
rim,
gotcha.
uh-huh.
So make sure,
Yep.
double check.
Yep. This was a long one, 28 questions. That's the longest one we've ever had, I think. Anybody still working on it?
Almost done.
Okay. Well, let's see how much we learned about tires.
Hey.
Hey,
First, we got some
You got
donuts.
this? That good?
That's good.
what's going on? What's up, man? How you doing?
Good.
What brings you in?
Just came to check up on the new students. I was around, so I was like, let me just bring these guys some donuts.
Cool.
How you guys doing?
Thank you.
Good. You guys enjoying it?
How you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were, let's see, you weren't in the last class, right? It was the one before that?
The one
Should put the show on there.
with, what was Xander?
Oh, yeah.
Was that the last class? I'm not sure.
No, it was the one before that.
Oh, you guys had another
Right,
cycle already?
right. So what are you doing?
Oh, I had to run some errands over here. I'm
Where
on my
are
way
you
now.
working?
I work at Mercedes.
Oh, you went to Mercedes?
Yeah,
Oh,
Mercedes.
that's right.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to Cadillac.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember now.
Yeah. It's pretty
So how you like it?
Yeah, it's fun.
Is it?
Yeah, they made me an apprentice, so I didn't, like, I skipped the lube stuff.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's
Nice.
pretty cool. So now I'm an apprentice. I
Awesome.
get to do, like, a lot of stuff. I will say to you guys, though, definitely try to go to work as fast as you can, because you spend your time learning this stuff, but I feel like you lose it 2 times as fast. So you want to hurry up and so you still have that. And this class gives you guys the advantage over the people who are like
Yeah.
car wash guys or somebody who maybe is doing lube right now, trying to work his way to an apprentice. You guys get to skip the line with that. So
Yeah.
it's a really good program. And the tools you guys get are pretty cool too. I know that. Yeah, that's not. I was like, before I knew tools, I was like, is this really $5,000 worth of tools? But those tools are expensive.
Yeah.
I'm going to Harbor Freight right now. I'm
Yeah.
staying off the tools right now. But I just want to say what's up to you guys.
That's cool, man. It's good to see you.
Nice to see you guys.
And who's this we got with you?
This is my daughter.
And what's her name?
Her name is Kyla.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
I'm gonna bring this coffee to her mom. She's in the class over.
Cool, man. So good to
All
see
right,
you.
nice to see
Take
you,
care,
man.
bud.
All right. You guys have a good one.
Thanks for the donuts, man. Hey, well, we got breakfast, huh? Yeah, he was one of the students in class before the last one, so, yeah. I heard he had gone to work at Mercedes. I forgot about that, though. Cool. So, well, at break time, maybe we guys could have a donut if you want. In about 30 minutes or so.
No, I'm ready.
I'm sorry.
Tiffany already took the whole box.
Yeah, I know. It's a good thing she's not here. Nobody can get any, huh?
Set it right on her spot too.
Cause man, she hogged the whole thing, didn't she? Let's see how we're looking here. Well, it's still sealed, so they must all be there. All right.
Are we gonna do this test or not?
Yeah. Okay, let's run through these real quick.
What is the purpose of grooves and tire treads to prevent hydroplaning and improve wet traction?
All right.
What is the foundation of a tire? I didn't know what foundation.
Foundation of the tire, the bead. The bead, okay? Minimum tread depth we should know, right?
230 seconds.
230 seconds, okay? Who gets 4? Wear bars on the tire, what do they indicate?
The age of tire,
No.
how wear it is, it's like.
C.
Yeah, see.
Yeah,
Is it C?
the tire's legal limit for tread depth. Right. All right, purpose of tire belts,
Stabilize the thread and increase thread life.
okay? 6,
What is the purpose of white sidewall or better tires, to make tire more visible?
yeah, nothing exciting there, but They are
That was
cool on
something
certain
else.
parts, like old ones like mine.
What is the service description method of sidewall formation? C.
We all did
method
that.
of
That was
indicating
C,
tire
right?
low capacity.
Okay.
What is the purpose of high flotation tires?
The C.
Yep. Off-road performance.
Number 9, what can happen if tires are not,
Or too
are
wide?
too wide? They can,
B.
Is it
I'm sorry, A?
A? Increase the fuel economy?
Is it B?
Mm-hmm.
B.
They can contact inner wheel or suspension point. Yep, if it's too wide. What is the +1 concept?
I put the one.
I put B.
B? It is. Okay. 11.
Looking at B, monitor readings in fuel economy when changing the tire size. I put C.
See?
Yeah.
Tires aspect ratio and outside diameter. Right.
If there's the UTQGS system grade tires based on A.
Okay. Uniform tire quality grading system. It's based on tread wear, traction, temperature, so B for 12.
What does the M&S rating indicate? Put C.
B?
C.
C.
Oh, C, okay, yeah, mud and snow. Exactly. All right, which of these cannot be corrected by switching tires?
Low capacity.
Is it
B.
A? No.
It's B.
Low.
Class
A.
steer?
It's
Ah.
steer. We- steer.
I thought it was a tire conicity. How do you say that? Conicity?
Canicity, yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, 15.
What should be checked when replacing tires?
Wait, what order are we in right now? I'm so confused.
115 right now.
Now, I know what one we're on, but like reading.
Alright,
Oh.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
it's just
cool.
kind of free for all now.
Alright,
right?
good. I'm not reading no more.
Is it A?
Is it A?
Yes. Okay, 16.
Or what is the purpose of the load index?
C?
See?
Indicate the load capacity, carrying capacity of tire, yeah. C?
You got something else. You're messing up.
What did they dark code on the tire used for?
A.
A.
It indicates the manufacturer.
Yep. That is correct.
$18 is D.
Yep, it is.
What is the purpose of the rim width and the tire size limits? A.
Exactly.
What's the purpose of space saver spare tires? I put D. I didn't know which one it was.
Okay, fuel economy, B.
B.
B for 20.
Yeah. What's a space safe spare tire? Spare tire?
Space saver spare tire? It's one of the little small donut looking things. They're just lighter and you don't have to carry as much. So it's based on fuel economy and, space actually. Some cars don't even have the space for a full-size spare tire in them, so. Okay, 21.
What should you do before using a spare tire? Is it B?
Yep. Read warning labels, understand their use restrictions, because a lot of times they are use restricted if it's not a full-size spare tire.
22, what is a round flat tire?
B.
Tire to operate without air for a limited distance, yes. And what are wheels made of?
B.
Of course, steel or aluminum. What do they call the center section of the rim or the wheel?
Hub. I swear to God, if they say rim, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, good.
We call it the spider, the center section of the rim or the wheel.
Is B, spider?
Yep. All right. Let's see if we remember what wheel offset is.
The distance between the rim and tire.
Oh no, what's number 24?
24?
This is Ryder?
Yep.
Is it A because it's the longest answer?
Yep, it is. Distance between the back edge of the rim and the center section where the mounting spot is. 26.
Hey,
Boy, please don't miss this one. What's the purpose of the lug nuts? Well, hold the wheel on. Oh, man. Hopefully, nobody messed that.
I got C.
I got D.
Huh?
It's in between the hub and the brake system.
What type of valve is used in tires? The Schrader valve.
A Schrader valve, yes. And what's the purpose of a tapered lug nut?
The center, the wheels.
Center of the wheel, and put it from underneath the, yeah, okay. This one's only 16 questions, this on tire pressure monitoring systems. And then we'll go on to suspension. How's it going back here? Good? Good? So you got most of the questions, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty good?
I think I like 2 wrong.
What's that?
I think I like 2 wrong.
Wow, awesome. How'd you do?
Oh, I got it.
What did we do from
Huh?
What, 7?
Not bad, out of 28.
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad.
Wheel
Okay,
and prevent
so we're gonna do
losing
this one now. This one's only 18, this one's tire pressure monitoring system.
A.
They're TPMS. That was nice of old Brian to bring us donuts, wasn't it? I actually hadn't seen him since graduation. Cause I don't go to the Mercedes dealer.
I said, how do you get a Mercedes?
Yeah, it's interesting because, it's not a Finley dealer, but, you know, hey, you gotta work whenever you want.
They said they didn't, you put them on the fences right away.
Yeah, pretty cool, right?
Cool.
Because he wants it.
Because the school gives you a year's worth of experience. So instead of the 2 years,
Yeah,
it gives you
yeah,
1 year.
This class helps you get in quicker and make good
Yeah.
money quicker than if you just walked in and said,
If
hey,
there
you
was a
know.
Bugatti dealership out here, you might have a chance.
Oh, I never worked at Bugatti.
Hell no.
Okay, 109.
I would go for the longest, but
How we doing on that?
Ready?
Ready? Okay. Let's go.
What does FMVSS 138 require for tire pressure monitoring in vehicles? Don't know.
Anybody remember that one?
I did
Anybody?
B.
B? Yeah. B is right. Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standard 138 requires that a light illuminate when the inflation pressure drops below 25% or more from the specified code tire inflation pressure. Okay.
What is the purpose of tire pressure monitor system, TPSM?
C?
To detect the low tire and warn the driver.
What is the pressure?
D?
D is right. Specified tire inflation stated on the driver door jam sticker. What's the lifespan of those tire pressure sensor batteries?
Don't know.
A is right. Number 5.
Number 5.
Yeah.
What are two type of pressure sensors used in a tire pressure monitoring system? B.
B, valve stem mounted or banded, yes. Okay.
Reloaded operation for the tire pressure sensors, D.
Active sleep and alert, yep.
Oh. What is the Tread Act? A?
7.
7 is A or no?
Require the yep. Yep.
Number 8, what is the difference between indirect and direct TPMS? Is it A?
Okay. It is. You put C?
Yeah.
Okay. 10?
9 is C?
Mm-hmm. Purpose of the warning light?
C.
C, indicate pressure or fault in the system. 2 types of sensors available.
C.
11 is
C. Okay.
2 types of sensors, not 2 types of systems. Otherwise it'd be directly integrated. OE based on aftermarket. OE is just original equipment.
So it's C.
C.
It's A for 11, yeah.
And 10 is C.
And 10 is C?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
12 is B.
12 is 12. Where are we at?
What
Is that where
are,
we're at?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
What are the 4 categories of relearn procedures? D? Summer, fall, winter, spring?
A, relearn procedures. Okay.
What does the battery life of the TPMS sensor start ticking? C.
Once it's installed and inflated over 14 psi, that's when the sensor goes out of storage mode and wakes up, starts working.
What should not be used in your tire without TPMS sensor?
Is it D?
What should not be used?
Is it nitrogen?
No.
Stop leak?
Stop leak. Don't fix a flat. It's got a tire pressure monitoring system. It will ruin the sensors. Plugs up the hole in them. It detects air pressure. Okay, 15. Where are we at?
Who put a Smarty on my desk?
What?
Somebody trying to draw sensor, detects tire pressure and location.
What are we on right now?
Are we on
15.
Okay. C.
C. And then 16.
A.
A, all right.
What's a grommet?
What's that?
Grommet.
A grommet?
Yeah.
Just a rubber
Can I,
washer, like a gasket
See
kind of
the
thing.
test?
Is that 15C?
I'm sorry,
15C?
15, yeah. All right, let's take a donut break, and we'll get into suspension systems in 15 minutes. Don't be late, please. Quarter till, something like that, 13 minutes, that works. You guys want to grab a donut, go right ahead. Somebody's gonna have to bust it open because it's still got the seal on it.
Thank you.
Fun fact, donuts are really bad for you.
It's because they deep fry and glaze. It's because they deep fried, on top of that they glazed, so it's just like, that's terrible.
You said you're not coming tomorrow? You're gonna have to make a concession.
Why you not coming tomorrow?
Yeah, you don't, huh?
Why you not coming tomorrow?
I have it, it's my brother, Eid.
Huh?
It's Eid, have you heard of Eid?
Oh, you Muslim?
Yeah. That's why I'm not eating a donut, cause I'm fasting. I would grab like two of them. I can't.
So can you drink water or eat fast?
No, you can't. You can't eat anything till the sun goes down.
Can't do that. Wait, isn't Eid like, it's like where y'all meet up and pray, right?
Yeah, this is like the celebration of like our fasting of 30 days. So we just go pray and then we just celebrate. We go somewhere out to eat or something, broad daylight this week.
What's your ethnicity?
Ethiopian.
You say Ethiopian?
Yeah.
Or you just black?
You do that one thing, it's called, I don't know what the shit called, but it's the shoulder dance.
Oh, it's kind of racist.
That's their culture.
Yeah, that's what we do. People be overdoing it, but they go crazy.
I'll be
I mean, that's what we do at weddings. Like, my uncle got married like a year ago, so it was dancing and everybody was doing their thing.
I fuck with Ethiopians.
Yeah.
Ethiopian women, oh.
Oh my God, I'm proud of that. They did me.
I know, I'm going to Africa for a holiday. Look at no manners, man.
Shut your ass up. Don't you got a headache, bro?
Nah, I'm still on the way.
I'm gonna give that shit back. You upset that, bro.
Yeah, right. You motherfucker.
It's mine now, nigga.
bro, just give me my shit back. You peaceful.
You and your shit back?
Yeah, bro. It's my little brother.
Like, watch out.
No, but nah, we just friends, bro.
You guys knew each other before this class?
Yeah.
Alright.
I wanna, why would I give nigga a ride every day?
That's real, bro. Hey, bro, hey. If you tap in, Ethiopian with me. Cause I want one bad.
Bro, leave it racing
I met this one Ethiopian like a year ago. So fun.
On that, bro.
So you be going back there and shit?
Bro, in Africa, no, like kids. Oh, when I was back, bro, last time I went back there, I was 6 years old.
Damn.
Mm.
You don't eat out?
They do, but they got in the cities.
Mhm.
That's what they do.
You don't eat out?
Not a brother, little brother. You don't reach out?
No. Y'all niggas.
I'm not with y'all. Sadly.
I wanted you to only talk, you know. I
mean,
didn't have nobody.
You got
But like,
his
once you have somebody, cause once you have one, cause when I thought it was gonna be annoying, so I thought, at first I thought it was gonna be cool, right? And then once you have one, it's just annoying. Like, you know, like, you know how many times my little brother, he's guarding in my room, I don't have a lock, I'm trying to get one.
Right.
I'm in the room chilling, right? And he just boom, comes in, I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
How old is he?
Like, he's 11. But that kid's annoying, bro. I'm telling you.
But nah, what you call it? I mean,
Like he always, when he talks to his friends over the phone, bro, he's like so loud. Like, I go over this side, bro, smacking the back of his head, bro.
you know, child has his perks, but I feel like it's more common because
Some people like, honestly, I wanted a sister, to be honest.
girl,
Yeah, yeah, the sisters are different, I don't know why. They're different between brothers, bro, cause one of my friends, he has a little sister, and like, she's just a chill person, she doesn't do anything. So usually, like, yeah, it's different.
I know what Naruto is, right?
No, it's up. No, it's up.
You know they run in the enemy? Well, I just see like 4 or 5 kids running like that right here, bro.
There's a school out there, right?
Yeah, but like, no, they're like in the park and I'm like, it was like, I don't know, it like it was like, he's running behind that house and shit.
Is it black?
I don't know. That's like, little black kid running around and shit.
bro, have you seen Tyler's sister?
Who?
Tyler? The singer?
No.
Oh, you know she's South African?
That's why I need you to ask her, bro.
Yeah, if you go to Africa, you're not gonna feel it.
Yeah, okay.
They're gonna talk to you about bro.
I'm not going to that part of Africa.
They're gonna take you to that part of Africa.
I'm not gonna get on a flight to that part of Africa.
I remember this one nigga, he was doing like doing documentary. And they said, you talk too much, shut up before I kill you. Yeah, the nigga was so scared. Yeah, it was one of them like tribes that like, it was like a tribe.
Oh, I know, I seen that shit.
Yeah, what? I would have told him because
There's one video a dude like showed up to like some tribe that like lived on an island, and they was happy as hell. Everybody in the comments was like, oh, they got their dinner. And that's probably what happened. You ever heard of that one thing?
they
It's like
created Buffalo with that full out, the extended clip with the fucking.
you ain't put nothing. But you ever heard that story where it's like this dude, he was like on an adventure flying, tried this like catch himself like this, and then they went this. He's like showed up to an island, and after that, like people never saw him again. I guess like as soon as he stepped foot on the island, they shot him with the arrow.
Damn.
But people don't think they killed him because there's a picture of like the tribe on a boat, and it's like a white dude. It's naked, still like maybe they killed him on top of the waves.
I'll be I'm bringing a machine gun, man. Well, I'll test you, man.
You need help.
I'm gonna do that shit. I'm bringing a fat AR. Need to hang on keep me
You need help, bro. Seek it, please. Find
in.
God.
And a grenade. I'm gonna show him what a grenade is.
Find God.
I'm gonna say, you see what this is? You pour this and hold it. Ain't gonna hold that motherfucker. Boom.
Find God. You need that safe. Find seek it. Only way anyway.
What, it's on God?
Yep.
I believe in God, bro. Bro, you over here playing little kids games and shit.
Okay, it says the one that plays Roblox every day for 8 hours.
And he lying, bro.
He was just watching Roblox gameplay.
Let me explain. So you watch anime right now? It's an anime game on Roblox. It's a police game, bro. It's called Type Solo, bro. I'll be on there, little on me, bro. I watch police. Police is good. So I play the police games, man. That's all that's it to it, bro. I only play one game on there. 2 games called Deep Open. It's another like. Yeah, bro. It's an 18 plus game, bro. There's no that, bro. I'm not like no little kid.
It's not. All the people you play with is like 16.
That don't matter, bro. He just mad because I don't play Rainbow no more. Actually, we play Rainbow today. Oh, I should shoot it. If you down for it. Are you down with the game?
Hey, we only got 2 more months for real. How y'all feel?
Is there a chance of getting kicked out of this class?
Yeah.
Family, yeah. That's
So
it.
that, and unless you fail, I feel like the only way you get kicked out is
If you don't come,
if you don't come to the exam.
or you just beat yourself.
That's what worries me. Like, what if I don't pass these tests on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Have you been doing good so far?
I've been getting A's, yeah.
Oh, you should be good.
So can I fail the rest of them and still make it?
I'm not, probably not, because it's a test every Wednesday, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I feel like you could fail like at least, because if you think about it, it's a 16-week class, so that's 16 Wednesday tests. So if you get A's on like 8 of them, you get C's on like 3 of them, a D on a couple, maybe fail one, you should still be good. And I'm pretty sure if like if you like emerge or like fail it, they'll like let you know.
Alright.
And you just study extra hard or whatever you need to do.
That's why I'm going so hard right now. Failed my last one. Just was confused.
You've only failed the last one?
Yeah, that's the only one.
But I feel like when it comes to these Wednesday tests, I mean, besides the most recent one, I don't remember those questions. But
These are the same questions. I was looking like hell.
if you study these, like, for Wednesday test, I wouldn't focus too much on the book. Because the first test we took, I focused on the book, and I was like, it's the same question we've been doing during the week. So if you just focus on like studying these, you should be good for the most part.
Honestly, if you study like some of the book questions in the paper, you should. Because sometimes the book questions are not on the paper, and I see one, I saw like one on the book questions on the test. So at least do that. So this is the book and the test is we do. That's pretty much it. I see a lot of them there. Yeah, the last one come down to like lost. So
Have you guys passed all the ASCs?
Nah.
Yeah, so far.
Transmissions, I
failed transmissions too.
don't know what it is with transmissions, but I would not be in the transmission department.
I just missed one. I needed one more to pass. 21,
I need-
22.
I think I needed 2.
I'm down for the count.
I failed the first one.
I did the test on engine, that's why I'm still with engine up there. Transmission's not for me, bro.
I passed everything except
Transmission's not for me.
transmissions. Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
So good.
Ready to roll?
Can we know our grades or
Mission one.
sometime soon?
Uh-huh. Yep, I can get those for you at lunchtime. I'll go figure them out.
Ron, did you work at, a Finley dealership?
Never worked at a Finley dealership.
You said what?
Never worked at a Finley dealership.
Not having you?
No,
He said no.
Oh, he said
No.
never.
never.
So what Chevy did you come from?
Fairway
Uh,
on Sahara. And then I worked at the Chevy dealer in Pahrump. Yeah. They own, the guy that owns it, Greg Heinrich, he owns Henderson Chevrolet, Fairway Chevrolet, and then Valley Auto Plaza in Pahrump, which is a Chevy Buick GMC dealer.
You drove out there every day?
What's that?
You drove out there every day?
For 4 years.
4 years.
That's when my car's got 250,000 miles on it.
What was your gas
I was
bill?
driving 120 miles a day.
What was your gas bill?
I didn't have a gas bill, I made them pay for it.
Okay.
That was one of the deals I made with them, if I was gonna go to work out there. So what they did is, they had one of their guys that worked there, he would come and get my car twice a week. He'd fill it up with gas and run it through the car wash. So I never had to wash the car, I never had to put gas in it for 4 years. So that was nice.
That's a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
They didn't take into consideration of moving you over there?
What's that?
They didn't take into consideration moving you closer to them?
Oh, no, there's no way I'd move. No way.
Especially to Pahrump.
I've been in my house 30 years, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I got injured.
You got a what?
I got injured.
How'd you manage that?
As he slept.
Did you cut yourself on one of those sharp edged donuts?
Nah, I was at the dealership. I was taking the weight off the tire. You know, like the little pinch thing?
Oh, yeah.
I was holding it wrong, so I hit it, and I pinched myself. I'm like, alright, cool. I held it again the same way, and I hit it again. I pinched twice.
Wow, twice.
Good job, man. So, who we wait, oh, we wait on
Right,
it.
no, like, playing with
At,
wires, bro.
at first, I went to Subaru first, so I'm like, why won't this guy let me touch a tool or a car? So I thought, if something were to happen to us, if we were to lose a finger, what would happen?
Oh, you guys are covered by their insurance.
Their insurance.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dealership?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they couldn't have you there if you guys weren't covered. If something happens to you, you don't have to worry about it. It's all taken care of. You're covered through their insurance. Just like a technician would be.
Why can we not drive their vehicles? Is that different?
Why can you not drive them?
Yeah, like, or like bring them to the shop around, or you can't do that either? Is that
You can, sometimes the guys do that.
Oh, so you can't do it?
Yeah, I'll be driving.
Mhm.
Do what?
Yeah, the vehicle.
Like I said, every dealer's different,
Do what?
maybe some of them will let you, some of them won't, I don't know, but yeah, they don't mind you bringing
We're
cars there.
covered by
park
the
them,
insurance at
whatever.
the dealership. If something happens to us, we're covered by the dealership.
Mhm.
Yeah. Is that still the same for us since we're not technically at the dealership?
What's that?
Like, since we're not really employed by the dealership right now, does that still count for
Yeah,
us?
since
or-
we're students there, if we lose a finger there, they cover
Does
us.
it count?
Oh.
Does what still count?
I was asking, like, let's say I get into an accident or I lose, like, a body part or something like that.
Oh,
Dealership.
yeah, you guys are all covered.
Okay, good. I
Yeah.
just want to make sure.
Yep, absolutely.
Wait, so you
They
don't-
couldn't have you there if you weren't. They don't
Okay.
expect you to pay for, or be liable for, something that
So
happens.
they
you
better
know.
not.
If let's say you're parking a car and, and somebody comes around a corner and hits you, it's not your fault, and you don't
Yeah.
have to pay for it. You guys don't have nothing to worry about.
He let me drive and I almost got hit twice.
Yeah.
That was his fault though.
Yeah.
He was speeding by, like, he pulling out there just speeding by.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's how they are out here.
I was like.
Yeah, sometimes they drive crazy in the parking lots.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. The tech guys, they be driving like crazy.
Yeah, some of them do.
I almost got into like 3 accidents over there. Cause of one tech I was turning and the tech didn't want me to turn, he just wanted to pass. I
Oh,
was
really?
like, bro, why didn't you just like, you almost hit me.
All right, well, let's get into the meat of this. We're gonna get into the suspension system. You know what? You'll find, I'm not gonna tell you